Uh, we'll just wait for like 10 seconds to get people. If we get some people on here. Um, I think everybody knows I'm Dorian Brown.
Tyler Coleman, you know what it is, man.
And we wanted to go live. Rankings, we've been doing rankings, since week one. Regardless of class, small school, large school, we just do 10 schools. It lead to nothing.
Just that simple, man.
Just that simple. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start at number 10 though.
Yep.
Let's start at number 10. Actually we're gonna start at honorable mentions.
I agree with that. Let's start there.
We start with honorable mentions. So the
We'll start
first
with
team,
Luther. Yeah, I was just gonna say which were you trying to roll with it first?
we can start with Luther North.
Okay.
We start at Luther North. For those who don't know, Luther North started off game one without their starting quarterback,
Right.
leader of the team, and they went to St. Mary's and got handled.
They did.
So
And St. Mary's was missing 3 guys too.
true that. But
So they both were missing key players in that game.
yeah, they both missed key players. St. Mary's. What was it? What was the score there again? You remember?
Can't remember exactly, but it was like 44-7 or 41-7 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But with that Luther North team, they started off that game, and then I think they followed that up with who? To Live for Life?
Yep. They got the win. Shark game because of some extracurricular activities. We won't
That
get
had
into
nothing to do
that.
with the players on the field.
Nothing.
It was good. Then they come back, and who do they go to?
They travel, right?
I believe so. Same
Kansas.
time Queens.
Yep. Put up a great showing. They battle, but at
Real good
the end,
showing.
they lost the game.
Yep. No, you're right. But you said at the end. No, you're right though.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just staying back.
No, thanks.
But they look
Because they're
strong
actually a good
though.
football team.
Yeah,
No, I
they're
was gonna
actually.
say they look really good.
Yeah. So this week they got coming up Lutheran South rivalry game, but a one-sided rivalry. I'm
They won a game
interested.
last week too, pretty heavily, didn't they?
Yeah,
Dominated in that week. Yeah, in the game last week too.
no doubt. So so Lutheran North. I'm looking forward to them when they play MICS. That's gonna tell me
Right.
everything I need to know.
I agree with that 100%. We'll have a better, clear understanding of them, but they did do a good job against St. Thomas Aquinas. A real good
No
job.
doubt.
Dominated last week. I expect to see them dominate again this week, so they'll get right back on track.
Yes, no doubt.
Let's take
Next
it
we
to
got
the.
You go ahead.
No. You said we could take it to who? My bad.
We can talk about Lindbergh a little bit.
Good, hard-nosed football team. I like this team.
Yeah. They had a tough schedule too.
Mm-hmm.
So And then this week they got Fox, who's a decent team.
Solid team.
Yep. And then we got
Lindbergh,
you.
what'd you say? My bad.
You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Lindbergh. No, they got a good team. Definitely an honorable mention team, a team to really keep track of. Um, I don't want to
No
spend
doubt.
too much time on them because we got a lot of other guys to get into. But like, I would like to go to Lutheran St. Charles
Okay.
because it's a big time game this week that can really determine a lot for them and what the rest of their season looks like, I believe. And I think it's just a measuring stick game, really, for that entire program and
Is,
those
is, it,
kids.
is it their biggest game?
Most
This that
definitely.
big?
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it is. And I will say this: I also think this Lutheran St. Charles is the best Lutheran St. Charles team that they've ever had as well, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna. I really do like their team. Michael Parr, you got Arlen Harris, Aiden Harris, you got Keelan LeGrant, Coffee, the quarterback, has played really, really good. So when you really talk about this team, it's a really oh my bad, Jaden Wanstead, um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashton Rustermeyer. The list goes on and on, but no, they got a good football team at Lutheran St. Charles. But it's this week against St. Mary's. We're gonna figure out who they really are. You know what I mean? I got to credit though because outside of them off losing to Denver Lutheran in week one, they've pretty much dominated everybody else pretty easily. You know what I mean? They
A class five.
Chaminade,
Yeah.
they destroyed Duchesne. Sure. And then they got the win on Duchesne, who they lost to last year. So they're trending up, but they got a buzzsaw game this week. So we're gonna see.
We gonna see. And then we got
Slew. I know.
Eureka,
I know. Oh, Eureka.
Eureka,
Yeah, my bad.
Eureka and Slew, both
Yeah.
big programs history wise. Um, talk about Slew. They got a big battle against
The
uh,
CBC Cadets
BBC Cadets.
at
We got
home,
a
I believe.
true that at home. I want to see what they do. I want to see what they do because CBC is it when it comes to football in the area. Um, so they got their hands full for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
they got their hands full. Um, let's just talk a little bit about Slew and how they got to where they are right now. Um,
Okay. Okay.
so week one, they were 21-0 against MICDS. They lost that game, 42-28, I believe. I believe the next week, COVID happened against their opponent, so that game didn't get played. I believe after that, they played Normandy, if I remember correctly, and they dominated them. It could be a game I'm missing in between there, but this game against CBT is a big game for them because question is for me is how much have they learned from that MICDS game? They have all the tools and all the players to compete, you know. Um, question is will they be put in the best position to win? And that's the biggest thing that we have to really sit back and really watch because, I mean, SLU has everything. I mean, they got a sophomore that's the number 6 player in the entire country and the number 1 wide receiver. You got a Yale commit. You have a Mizzou commit. You have a great running back in Derek Baker. So you have a solid senior quarterback in Luke Johnston. So it's not like you don't have players, So I'm
Yeah.
hoping to see a good showing from the SLU Junior Bills, but they got their hands full with the CC Cadets this week.
A tough MCC as always. Um, so we got a question. Which is gonna bring us to our number
Yeah.
10 too. What y'all think
Yeah.
about the shine from Troll Go Crazy on YouTube? We appreciate you for tuning in, Troll. What do you think about Bashan? I'll tell you my thoughts. But I'll let you go first.
Personally, I think they're a well-coached football team led by Will Franklin, who's a beast. Shout out to my dude, Will. I think they have a really good, solid O-line and D-line. Uh, some real big boys up front. They have depth. About 60 kids on the team. They
Which
have a
is
6'4" quarterback.
that goes to Will for the
Yeah,
numbers.
for sure. The running back, who's a freshman that glides like he's been playing high school football for like 5 years or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like his
Moody.
feel and his understanding of the game is crazy. De'Aaron Hill Jr. 2025. He's been one of the best 2025 players I've seen. He was really, really special. They just have a lot of athletes, a lot of guys, and like I said, their trenches are real. Vashon is a very good football team.
TD.
My boy.
I'll tell you what I think of. I saw them against Sodan. They dominated the whole game. The number one thing that stuck out to me was they were physical. Physical.
Defense is flying around.
No, they hit. So shout out to Vashon, the coaching staff. Y'all doing y'all thing over there.
And you know what's crazy? I want to address something too, real quick, right?
Okay.
You know, some people don't really understand the Vashon at 10, right? But it's not Vashon's fault Webster Groves isn't good because they played a large school, dominated them. They tried to play MCC school, they dominated them as well. They should probably be 8-0 or 7-0, whatever it is, going into their last game against Dismet and be PHL champions. And I don't want to look too far ahead, but I'm looking that far ahead because they're that good. So I think people got to understand and realize this ain't no just some thrown together team. This is a real football team.
Real football team with real leadership, and they're gonna continue to get better. That's the thing too.
Yes,
they're gonna continue to get better.
Most definitely.
Clinton, we got a question from Clinton Murphy. How you feel about Roosevelt? Roosevelt is a new program with Coach Ty Martin. He got some work cut out for him because the PHL looks like it's going to be continue to get better. Sodan looks better. Gateway is always a factor. And Vashon right now is the cream of the crop.
Yes, they are.
So we're going to move to number 9 and newly ranked in our top 10. The Hazelwood Central Hawks.
Shout out to Kerry Davis, he's been really he hasn't said anything really on social media. You ain't really heard nothing about him. The Hazelwood Central Hawks have just put their head down and just decided to come to work with a hard hat on every single day, and it's showing.
For a program with so much swag and so many athletes in the past 15 years, they took a dip, but now it's starting to rise again, starting to peak again. I love what they're doing, the program. They got athletes over there, man.
Yes, they do. They got about tons of seniors too. Senior-led group. Man, Armani Turner, he's something special to watch. They got a lot of depth as well too. We'll kind of mix this in because our number 9 team plays our number 8 team, and the thing is Hazelwood Central had a big game last week and a big test last week with Eureka, right? But I believe, against Eureka, and Kirkwood had a big test against Ladue, right? And they both got it done.
Yeah.
So now they gotta now they're gonna square off against each other. I believe the game is at Kirkwood on Friday night.
Yes. Friday night, Kirkwood. No restrictions, I don't think.
Yeah, you know what's crazy too is we got 2 former NFL players from St. Louis that played at both their own high schools, and we get a chance to see them both coach on Friday night against each other. I mean, I don't think it gets more crazier than that. That's pretty amazing, I think.
That's pretty amazing, and it's great to see um, St. Louis own coming back, teaching what they've learned. I love it. I love it.
I got to. And they're both undefeated right now.
Yep.
Somebody got to go home with a L. I don't know who it
So,
is.
so I'm
Yeah.
gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put myself on the spot.
Yeah.
We gonna try to get some coverage of that. No, we are getting coverage of that. We will be there. So who do you think will come out victorious?
Mm. I'm only going to go. I can't even believe I'm saying this because it has to hurt to say it because I'm a WG guy, Webster Girls guy, but I got to roll with the Kirkwood Pioneers. And the reason I'm going to roll with the Kirkwood Pioneers is because they got a special talent in their backfield that not many people know, but they will know. And his name is Deion Brown. And I think he's here to put people on notice. So I think
Mm,
I'm going to roll with the Kirkwood Pioneers.
mm. Yeah, I like the Pioneers at home. They're gonna have that crowd. Kirkwood comes. Kirkwood gonna travel wherever, but at home they're gonna have a full stands. Hazelwood Central. I think Kirkwood up front is gonna be able to handle the Hazelwood Central front, and that's gonna be the difference. That's gonna be the difference in the game.
Hazelwood Central did win a major game at Eureka on the road. So,
True that. True that.
hey, it's going to be a dogfight, but like I said, I roll with the Kirkwood Pioneers by a smidgen.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game. That leads us to our number 7, MICDS. They have a special week, homecoming week against John Barrows.
The
I think
other Rams. The other Rams are worse.
yeah, they are. But JBS and MICDS play this weekend. I believe that game is on Saturday.
Yes.
John Burrows comes in at 3-1. They've only lost to Live for Life. MICDS, they're 4-0. They are
They're strong.
a
They really.
strong and very Bouchard. You, my friend, you are a beast. So um, the way he makes sure to put his kids in position to succeed at all times is special to watch. So I'm not gonna even let you ask me. I'm just gonna tell you off rip. Give me the MICDS Rams.
Most definitely. MICDS. I wish they had St. Mary's on the schedule this year because I would like to see those two teams battle it out.
For sure.
But we can't see that unfortunately. Uh, but yeah, MICDS. I like them in that victory over JBS for their homecoming. At
Yeah.
number 6, we have a team in Holt, Winsfield, Missouri. Hope 4-0, playing Fort Zumwalt West. I like them in this game, obviously.
Pretty
Um,
easily.
yeah, that I can't wait to see them play Fort Zumwalt. I mean, not Fort Zumwalt, Francis Howe.
Yeah, they'll be playing them real soon. That should be.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
yeah,
next week or the following, but it's coming up,
yeah.
and we
Within
must
the
be
two
at that
weeks,
one.
it's coming up. Within the Hope.
And we must be at that one.
Talk about Hope. Do you know anything about Hope?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know that Holt has a high powered offense. I know that I was planning to see Holt against Francis Howe. It's gonna be my first time that I really lay eyes on him, but seen some film on him, and I've been really impressed with him. Good quarterback over there at Holt as well too. So I know they're pretty deep, but like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing them play Francis Howe because
Yeah, shout out
both of
to
their teams
Earl.
should be.
Earl went out there. this past weekend when they played Timberland, who was undefeated at
Yeah.
the time,
Yes.
and close to 9,000 fans in the stands. So
Yeah.
shout out to Mansfield. We don't get out there much, but shout out to y'all.
Most
Uh,
definitely.
number 5, we got Francis Howe, who they going to see each other in a couple weeks, if not sooner. They play Troy Buchanan, who's also
Yes.
undefeated as well. I don't know too
Yes.
much about Troy, but I know
Right.
about Francis Howe. They have a very very um, they got like a four-headed monster. They got two quarterbacks who run the ball, and then they got two backs who run the ball. One's more shifty, and then one's more punch it in your face. And then their defense is stout as well. Um, it's a cornerback. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. Number 3, a cornerback. He had 2 pick sixes like in the first 2 weeks or something like that, 1 week. So shout out to him. But yeah, I would think Francis Howard will win this game, but I don't know because I don't know really Troy like that.
Right. Yeah. No, Francis House. When you went to see them, they dominated for Sumo North. So seems like
Yeah.
they're rolling in that game against Hope is setting up to be a special one.
Yeah. So at number 4, we got St. Mary's. So
The Dragons.
Jarvis Smith asks, how do you feel about St. Mary's? I feel like honestly they could beat 3-2 on this list.
I agree.
1, I don't know, but 3-2 for sure. I think they could.
I agree. I think they could too. I'm not gonna act like some stretch idea. Like, no, St. Mary's is right there. Personally, that 2-3-4 is a gauntlet. I
Yeah,
do believe. I do believe that 2 is the best out of the 2-3-4 matchup. Personally, right? And that 3 and 4 is a flip of the coin. Like, but
yeah.
hey, Dragon, they're real. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
they really.
I'm saying all of that to say we didn't cover this when we were talking about the honorable mention, but we'll cover it now. Give me the St. Mary's Dragons, Jamal Roberts, Kevin Coleman, Karan Span, Chase Hendricks, and the rest of them boys. I know they want this one. I
Oh
know
yeah,
they want this one. Mr. Mike Erdine, they hometown guy. He over there on that other side. It's smoke for him. Give me the Dragons. Give me the
yeah.
Dragons. And it's
Man,
even and it's on the south side.
it's on
We'll
the
have
south
coverage of
side
that one
too.
too. We'll have coverage
I
of that one too.
I think that yes, I think they're gonna put on the show.
Ooh.
I think they're gonna put on the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I ain't gonna lie to
St.
you.
Mary's, St. Mary's by a lot,
Woo, by a lot.
by a lot.
Woo, that's frisky. That's frisky. Okay. That puts us at our number 3, the Dismet Spartans. Yeah, we're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to that one, but that's a good one. And yes, that's 100% right. But number 3, the Dismet Spartans.
Yep, I've seen a lot of them.
Let's just kill that elephant in the room real quick, right?
Hot topic.
Yeah, Dismet had turmoil, right? We're gonna get to all specifics, right? I will address this. Whatever happens going forward, hopefully they're able to move on from it mentally, right? But I know that situation it has put a little bit of salt in the wound. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they got to make sure that they're able to move forward, which I actually do believe they will, because they got a good group of kids, and you got a chance to see them on Friday night. Their defense looks stout. They play Chaminade, MCC, which we knew we knew that they were going to dominate that game. But I think they got, like I said, they had Chaminade last week. They got Vianney, and then I think they follow up with Roosevelt. So they got some confident booster games. I think they'll be just fine, actually. But no, the Smith Spartans are a good team. Got a Christian Gray, Alan Mitchell, Keyshawn Ford, Christian Cotton, who let's just talk about Christian Cotton just for a quick second, right? Demetrion Cannon, too. Can't forget him. Gavin Bomstead, Caleb Purdy. The list can go on. But Christian Cotton has been really good at quarterback for the dismissed Spartans this year. I think he's been a top 2 to 3 quarterback probably in the entire area in the first 4 games. That's just me personally. He's absolutely showed the ability to run the football. He's shown the ability to pass the football at a high level. If I remember correctly, I think he only has 2 interceptions on the season. And he's been a very good playmaker. I think he's grown a lot from his time at Trinity. I think he finally looks mature. And I think he also has an offensive coordinator who trusts him. So just my thoughts on Mr. Christian Cotton, because I feel like he deserves a lot of spotlight because he's been special this year.
Me and you talked about it off the record. We'll talk about it on the record right now. Yes, he is definitely been one of the top QBs in the area. I think he has surpassed what I thought he would do. Just because of his situation where he really didn't pick a school until a couple weeks before the season started. So
right,
you had to get him in the school. You had to get him acclimated with the offense and the players. Luckily, he plays on a 707 team with some of the guys, so he knew some of the guys. But he's been really, really good, really poised. Run the ball, throw the ball. So once he gets McWay back, he'll have a safety blanket too. So
man
that's
called that man McWay, man. Mac Markway, dog. Come on, man.
my bad. It's late.
Yeah, no, but when they get him back, that'll be a complete dismissed team, and then I'll be able to really evaluate where they're really at. Because I mean, their O line needs some work, but he can add some things in the run game and the passing game. But I like him even more on what he could do for them on the defensive side of the football.
Definitely. McClure football. I don't know.
I thought they would be a little bit better.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
Sure. Yeah.
Number 2, CBC.
Yep. So I just want to go ahead and just throw this out here. I mean, I told everybody the entire summer that the CBC cadets would be good. And everybody told me, man, you tell me, dude, first of all, it's a standard over there that the CBC cadets have set. That be a brick thing is real. It's serious. And they mean business. Coach Pingle, shout out to my dude. Salute to my dude. Because he's just a flat-out beast, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. He really is. He really does this. I don't think he gets enough credit. We try to downplay it because he wins so much. But I'm not going to downplay it because I continue to see him win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to downplay it. I'm seeing with my own 2 eyes. I see the CBC cadets dominate a lot. I seen them go to state with a team that lost all their starting D1 wide receivers, and they still win the state championship. So I say all that to say the CBC cadets play SLU this week. Give me the cadets. The cadets will roll.
It's a machine over there. It's a machine.
And I didn't do a good job because we got to make sure we talk and give credit to their player. First of all, they got like 3 different running backs: Dylan Van and Jeremiah Love. Then you got Justice Johnson on the defensive side, but he also plays a little wide receiver. You got Jeremiah McClendon, wide receiver. You got Patrick Heyer, quarterback. You got Tyler Gant, D-line, who I think he's just been flat out a beast this year. You know what I mean? He's been a man child.
He has an interception.
Yes, he does.
Right.
Blair Shore,
Aiden
Robinson, he's been big time.
Yeah.
Jacob Tatum's been good too. So it's like, man, they got a really good group of kids. And it's crazy because like this CBC team it's not one of the most special, but one thing I feel like is they're bought in to what the coaches are telling them, and they're all in. You know what I mean? Like they're focused every day. Like one thing about CBC, and I want to touch upon this because everybody knows this when you go to a CBC game. From the way that the administrators have everything in order to the way the coaches have everything in order, it's a business. It is serious. This is football. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a machine. Like, regardless of what happens, we're going to do this, and we're going to do it this way.
Man.
And when they do it, the product on the field speaks for itself.
It really does.
So, salute to the cadets.
The cadets.
Yeah, I like them as well over SLU. And then number 1, no surprise.
Them boys different. Them Flyers.
The City of Champions. Led by Coach
the man, the myth, the legend. The tone setter.
No doubt.
The Godfather. Hey, no, real talk though. So
yeah. So I'll bring that back up.
Most definitely. It's so many players and so many people you got to give love to for the Flyers.
I'm giving love to the whole team. The whole team. The way they went down to California and repped.
Especially after facing adversity and really getting punched in the mouth and really stand on all 10 and fight back, you know?
I didn't like some of them calls, but hey, it is what it is.
A little bit of that home cooking.
You know, it is what it is when you go on the road, especially when you go that far. But yeah, I think they poised to compete for a state championship once again.
For sure. I was telling somebody this the other day about Leandre Bradford. I was like, I expect to see him really blow up because he's a 2024 kid that's started as safety for the Flyers, and he has been an impact player on the defense. Antoine Hayden's been good at linebacker. Jalen Bird's been good at linebacker. Frank Wilson has been a dog on the defensive end. Triano Pride has been.
Hey, hold on, no, you got. When we stopping, Mr. Frank Wilson. Hey, bro, coaches, trust me. You want to go talk to that man?
Go.
You want to go talk to that?
You want to go talk to him for sure.
No doubt.
That man's trying to maul people.
Straight up. Frank is no joke.
The whole O-line, Paris Patterson, Miles McVay, Melvin Presley. The list goes on and on. Then you got Robert Pop's battle as the quarterback. Man, I'm really giving a shout out to the whole team because them boys different. Marquise Palmer has been big time. Ollie Wells has been big when he was healthy. Hopefully he can get back healthy because they need him when the playoffs come around. But Marquise Palmer, man, he's been physical. Ryan Martin has been able to have a big time year as well.
Them freshmen.
Been able to get some good clock. I'm trying to think about who else. I know I'm missing some guys, man, but Flyers are special.
And then we already know the icing on the cake. Um, number 3 touchdown Luther. He picked his top 3 recently.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Mizzou
he
fans,
did.
make some noise. We're in the top 3.
Right. Yeah.
Alabama and Georgia. What
The
you think?
company for Mizzou.
What you think?
My mind wants to tell me go with Mizzou, right? Football tells me to go with Alabama, right? But my heart telling me going to Georgia. I'm picking the Georgia Bulldogs.
Woo!
I don't know. I'm
No
just gonna roll with
doubt.
Georgia.
No
But it's
doubt.
probably, but I know you're probably gonna roll with the Mizzou Tigers, and you'll probably be right. But I'll roll with the Georgia Bulldogs.
I'm actually rolling with the Tide because
Bama,
I remember talking to him after his
Dallas. Yes.
freshman or sophomore season. I forget. No, it was freshman. He was like, "If Bama offered me for football, I'm going there. If Kentucky offered me the basketball, I'm going there." So he's chosen football. I'm gonna go roll with the Tide then until I see otherwise. But I hope
Jameson,
he
hey,
goes.
hey,
I hope he goes to Missouri.
we'll go with a little insight too. Jameson Williams, who is his big brother, is with the Alabama Crimson Tide, right? Jameson Williams has been special for the Crimson Tide this season, and it's nice to
Yep,
see. You can see that, you know what I mean? So
yep. The connection. That's why you gotta listen to Elite because Elite gonna give you that. Who else telling you that?
I don't know, man.
Tyler Coleman, hands down the GOAT.
Nah. Hey, you know what's crazy though? And we're gonna make sure we touch upon this too, right? We really gotta cherish the guys that we got in high school football right now.
I
And
told
Kevin
people,
Coleman, Luther Burden, Toriano Pride. Because like I don't know about you.
Big Game
I have
Wayne, Parkway
yes,
West.
yes. But I ain't seen no Clemson commit before, right? And I can't tell you a time when we've had 2 top wide receivers in the country and they're both like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're both different and they're both special. And the fact that for $5 you can go pay to see them on a Friday night, I think that's a pretty special thing. You got to cherish these moments.
If y'all don't go see nothing else, y'all have to go see the Flyers, the St. Mary's Dragons, the Parkway West. Like these guys are special.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have this type of talent all the time in this area. Make sure you go out and go see that. Make sure
Most
you go
definitely.
out and appreciate those guys and show them support. All these high school kids, for that matter.
So we also, so we'll be at Kirkwood, Hazel Central. We'll be at Luther St. Charles, and we'll be at St. Mary's and Luther St. Charles. You'll be at DeSmet
Yep.
and Vianney.
Yeah.
And I'm just a straggler. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm gonna find a game to go to. It'll probably be between Kirkwood and Hazel Central or Luther St. Charles and St. Mary's. I ain't decided yet. Or maybe, shoot, I don't know. Maybe life takes me to somewhere on the whole other side. I don't know. But on Friday night, I'm looking forward to it because we back to football. And I think this is another edition of Elite Amateur Sports, the Elite or Nothing, the standard of really of what elite really means. So
No doubt.
I'm
It
just
was, it
talking.
was, it was fun talking football for the first time this season.
And yeah, you know the crazy part is we don't even really be tapping in like this, because we've really been keeping our heads down and working. But I will be honest with you, it did feel a little fun to get a chance to come back and just talk about high school football and actually talk about what we got going in the area and our rankings. So I had fun as always with my dude.
No doubt. Salute. Hey, October 16th,
Yes,
shameless
sir.
plug. We got a big basketball event coming, exposure showcase event. If you're not there, you're not serious about being recruited in high school basketball. And that's just what it is.
2024 is 2025. I ain't gonna lie to you. We got some of the best smoke in the Midwest, but especially in the state of Missouri. We got a couple guys from the East Coast coming down, and I ain't gonna lie to you. It's one thing that's gonna happen. We only looking for guys that want to compete and that really want that smoke. We ain't looking for nobody that just think they just gonna come in with a name and it's just gonna be an easy day. You know what I'm saying? Like your name that you came in with don't mean nothing if you don't make a name on October 16th. Do you hear me, man? Do you hear
No
me?
doubt. No doubt. It's going down. It's
Most
going
definitely.
down. So, with that being said, salute.
Black Bob.
We, we my wife, Black Bob Costas, is Tyler Coleman. So if you hear me say Black Bob, I'm talking about Tyler Coleman. Yes, sir. One of the best in the business. So, with that being said, I gotta go because my wife just came home and I gotta fix dinner. Peace out.